Alright,
Heck yeah.
welcome back, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Today I
Howdy, howdy.
am continuing to have my friend here who still has not seen or read JoJo outside of a YouTube video, correct?
Correct. All I've seen is the how to beat the live action JoJo's.
Uh, Before we get into it, two things I want to say is one, a recommendation to you and everyone based on that there is a YouTuber that I know you know that me and you both love who has done some JoJo content. So I highly recommend to you Salty DK Dan's JoJo iceberg meme,
Okay. JoJo's iceberg meme.
which will explain a whole bunch of shit. But that's for another day. First and foremost, a small change to how we're going to do our usual setup is instead of you naming it and then me telling you the power. I'm going to tell you the power first because there's no way in hell you're guessing these without that.
Okay. Okay.
Then you can guess the name, then you'll rank it, and after you rank it, if it has one, I'm going to give you the stand's localization name to see if that changes your ranking at all. So, let's get started with our first guy here. I also found out that the wiki has a tab to swap between the manga and the anime images. Actually, for you, you might recognize this one though. So, here he is. Go ahead and get a feel for him, and then I'll give you his power.
Okay, this is the person this is the one I thought was Star Platinum. Uh
Okay, so this stand, first and foremost, very similar to Star Platinum in some of its abilities. Super strong, super fast, super precise.
mm.
Where it shines, though, is its restoration ability. Where
It's
anything
a
it touch,
healer.
yeah, anything it touches, it can reconfigure together again. This includes punching through someone and then as the fist comes out, rewinding and resealing their body so nothing ever happened.
That's insane.
Uh,
Okay.
it One of the funniest scenes in the show that it did was it punched through the user's mom while holding a glass vial and crushed it, and then pulled that back to trap a different stand that was inside the mom in the bottle, resealing the bottle
Oh,
after pulling it out of the woman.
is this the one that is like it trapped a water one in a rock?
You're mixing up parts of where it happens, but yes, that is the same thing.
Okay, okay. Uh,
It seals the user
oh,
into a rock that way because it doesn't have to fix you correctly if it doesn't want to.
okay, okay.
The
I,
first thing we see in this, it smashes someone's face in and then repairs the face, but does it wrong so the nose is all crooked.
I've seen this in the live action in the video. Uh,
The only drawbacks are it can't heal the user itself, and it can't heal you after you die.
okay.
But it has
I,
healed people right on that precipice as they die.
I am not going to be able to remember this thing's name. Uh, uh, just answer me this. Are we in the music category yet?
Yes, everything from now on is a music reference.
Okay. I'm shot in the dark. Ban Jovi.
Banjovi.
Yeah.
That isn't terrible, but way off the mark. This is Shining Diamond. Or, sorry, this is Crazy Diamond. I already fucked up the order by naming the localization first. God damn it.
Crazy Diamond.
This is
Okay.
Crazy Diamond.
Okay. And you said the localization was Shining Diamond.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Anything that can heal is going to be a good bit. I think
and you don't need any
I think
medical knowledge to use it. It just kind of fixes it.
yeah. I'm gonna go with A tier. I'm gonna go with A tier on this guy.
A tier.
Yeah, the healing is just so nice.
I mean, I agree,
So,
but it's more than just healing. It's also restoration of objects.
oh, it can fix stuff?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, no, this is A tier. Definitely the big dividing factor is that it is not self-sufficient.
Correct.
So,
You cannot heal yourself with this stand.
uh, yeah, you can't heal yourself, uh, and it needs an object to fix. So,
Or
uh,
a person.
or a person. So yeah, A tier, A tier. Pretty much. Now, when it describes broken, what exactly is meant by that?
Uh, damage. We have seen that it cannot heal sickness because that's not a damage, that's just something's in there that shouldn't be. And bacteria is a bit too small to really remove the same way it did the other stand.
Okay.
It can't fix sickness. It can fix broken bones. It can fix a hole through someone's body. We've seen it take a tiny piece of paper and begin repairing it, pulling the pieces from across the like fucking area. It doesn't need to have all the pieces there in front of it. It just needs to have a piece.
Okay. So
We've also seen it use this ability to, like, again, multiple times, repairing stuff immediately after destroying it to trap stuff, or to make easy escape routes that cut off their foe from chasing them. Stuff like
A
that.
tier.
A tier.
I think it's an easy A tier.
Alright.
Uh, not S tier. Not S
Alright.
tier, but A
Our
tier is
next
pretty good.
stand, I'm just going to give you the name right away because you've seen it before. It's Star Platinum again, but now it has the world's time stop ability,
Okay. So
which makes it basically the world again.
yeah, we're just gonna put that the same as the world.
Right there in A tier.
Put it right next to the world.
Yep. Speaking of which, when we put Shining Diamond, where on A tier do you want it?
Um, hmm. We are going to put Shining Diamond towards the top of A tier.
Is it
I
better
feel the
than the shape-shifting goo?
I'll say it's better than the shapeshifting goo.
Is it better than the void that you can go inside of?
I'm not gonna say it's better than the void.
Alright, so not better than cream. Reminder for everyone, he is not ranking these on combat ability at all. It is just based on how much he wants them. And he is
Yeah.
such a good person, unfortunately, for this.
I
Uh,
mean, unfortunately.
you put you put the car at S tier because you want to give your friends free gas.
Who said just my friends? Ah, we're starting the freaking free gas station over here.
Changing the world one drop of gasoline at a time, huh?
That's the plan. That's the plan.
All right.
So,
Next up,
n-
yes.
okay, I'm realizing that the genre of music they use might be entirely foreign to me. So,
It's a lot of like early uh American and European bands.
okay.
And when I say early, part 4 aired in when did part 4 JOJO manga come out? The manga came out in 1992 for part 4, which is where the music references started for stands anyways. There have always been music reference in JoJo, which started let's remove that part 4 part. When did JoJo manga come out? Part 1 87.
Hmm. Okay.
All right, I got our next one here. Go ahead and
Take a
get
look.
yourself a feel for it.
Ooh. Okay, I like the design of this guy. He has like orbs on his hands. He got spikes. This guy's like a punk. This guy's like a punk band or a punk song. Um. Okay, early '80s punk
Let me go
is
ahead and give you the power before you start trying to name them.
okay.
So those orbs on his hand,
Yeah.
if he swipes them through the air or through an object, it just deletes them, and then uses the area around it to fill in the empty space.
Oh, this was
So,
also in the live
yeah,
action.
what?
Okay.
Yeah, part four was the live action. The live action just followed the story of part four.
Okay.
But the two biggest ways that we see this used is one, just deleting stuff for the sake of getting rid of it to cause harm. The other way is he'll erase air, and then when the air closes in on itself, it'll pull distant things towards him. He's also used it to rapidly pull himself forward for speed.
Yeah, he can basically teleport with this.
Very
Okay.
short distance
Uh,
teleport, yes, but he uses it rapidly. That is the entirety of what it does. And it all has to do with that right hand.
okay. High speed travel. I'm gonna say this is either low A or high B. As far as naming goes, Crazy Train.
Crazy Train is interesting. You said either high B or low A?
High B or low A.
Alright, well, let's play the comparison game. Is it better than the Icebird?
Uh, is it better than the Icebird? I don't think it's better than. I don't think it's better than baseline elemental powers. So it's going to be worse than the Icebird.
Is it better than the Truth Telling Soul Stealer?
Yeah, it's better than that.
Alright, that makes it second place in B tier.
Okay, second place in B tier. I'm fi-
Crazy Train is not correct. Its name is The Hand.
okay, what is that a reference to?
The band that. Or, let me look it up. Let me make sure of myself. Alright. Uh. Let's see here. Where is there a namesake section on the wiki?
I have no idea.
Looking now. Oh, okay. So it's a weird one. And this is why it didn't get localized either, because it didn't need to be.
Okay.
Because the the Japanese name Zahando and the Japanese katakana for the a band called The Band, Zabando, the katakana are almost identical with a very minor difference.
Oh, okay. So it's a reference to the band,
Yeah. A band
and
called The Band.
yeah. Okay, I see. That's cool. I like that. I like that name.
Yeah, the only
Doesn't really
difference
change.
is there is like Dakuten marks on or the band that aren't on a katakana in the hand,
Okay,
which is whenever Japanese katakana have the little extra little quotation at the edge of it.
got it. Got it.
That is the only difference between their katakana spellings. Alright, the next one. These next three are all the same stand, but it kind of evolves throughout the series and transforms as it does.
Is this the egg? Is this the egg?
It started as the egg, but the egg is not on our tier list.
Okay. Okay.
This is, however.
Take a look at this. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing this ugly thing.
So, its power in this act is the ability to place sounds inside, like on things that'll just repeat. Uh, he can use it to communicate by placing it somewhere and just having it repeat itself, but he's also placed it on people to have the sound echo in their head. He used this to force someone to release him from their stand. He's used it to convince his mother to trust him on something. But he's also used it just to make noise somewhere as a distraction.
It was a noisemaker.
So what do you think its name is?
What's a good song from that era that just gets stuck in your head? I'm going to go with Garfunkel.
Garfunkel.
It is localized. Garfunkel is localized name.
As the localized?
Yeah, because it's Americana.
Okay, I think we need to explain the difference on what is localization here.
Okay.
When it say localization, I don't mean it becomes a more local band name. They change the names to avoid copyright when it gets localized.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this stand is Echoes.
That makes sense, given the fact that...
This is
you know.
Echoes Act 1.
And then the others are going to be Act
2 and 3.
and Act 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's more acts, but those aren't official. They are from a spin-off. And are not
the
on
person
our
who had this
list.
stand was sort of the main character of the live action.
Kind of, yeah. Like, technically, Josuke, the user of Crazy Diamond, is the main character because he's the JOJO of the part, but a lot of the story does, in fact, follow Koichi and his stand as he grows throughout the series.
Correct. So...
But this was also the part where friendship is magic was the big theme of the series.
That would not go on to hold true throughout the rest. Because
No, the next after this, the big theme of
becomes
the
power
part
scaling.
is mafia, which is still friendship is magic, but so is the power of violence. All right, so where do you want to rank Echoes?
I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in D tier.
D tier.
In its current state, D tier.
All right, Act 1 goes in D tier. Its localization name is Reverb.
Makes sense.
All right.
Makes sense.
This is Act 2.
Okay, he looks significantly cooler in this act than he did in Act 1.
And what Act 2 can do is the sounds, like sound effects, now have a physical effect on the world. If he places the word sizzle on something, that something starts to heat up. If he puts the word sproing on something, that thing becomes bouncy.
Oh, it becomes a comic book.
Yeah, he slaps the word boom on a door, so when someone goes to open it, it explodes.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I would want that, but I don't have a really good, reason for that.
I mean, it would be great for, basic survivability. Like, you're in the woods, you need to start a fire. No, you don't. Just slap the word sizzle on the ground.
Yeah, sizzle's fine. I assume the words have to be automatopoeias.
For the sound effect part, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is as stand gets stronger, it gets shorter range. Echo's Act 1 had about, what was it? I want to say it was like... Hey, Al at the moment I'm going to assume. Hi, welcome into chat. One moment, Poke, I have to do push-ups.
Drink water,
And drink water.
Do those
I'll be right back.
Drink that water, hydrate or dehydrate.
Alright, I've pushed, I've sipped, and I'm back. Welcome in, Al. Uh, right. What was I saying? Right, the range of Act 1. That's what I was talking
Yeah.
about. Uh, what was Act 1's range?
Have you determined what the range of Act 1 is?
50 meters for Act 1.
Okay, what's that in American?
A meter is roughly a yard, so 50 yards.
Okay.
Act 2 kept it similar because it didn't get too much stronger. So
I'm gonna
where
guess
you
Act
put
3
that?
it gets crazy powerful.
It's. I mean, they frame it as that, but I would disagree, honestly.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
So where would you put Act 2?
I'm gonna put Act 2. I think Act 2 is a lot more interesting. I'm a lot more likely to have it as a stand want it. Um, I'm struggling to see use cases that I would want to use it for, so I'm gonna put it in A tier.
A tier? That's a pretty big jump from D to A. Oh, right, we forgot to put them in their ranking in the ranks. Where would you put Act 1 within the D rank?
Act 1 is going to get a pretty low D rank, honestly.
Is it
Uh,
better than the electrical outlet that spawns on random objects and makes you magnetic?
yes, it is better than that by default.
Is it better than having to physically shape your face into someone else's face?
Yeah.
Is it better than the sun?
I'm not gonna say it's better than the sun. The sun
Okay.
I can think of at least like a couple uses of. Act 1 I can think of like maybe 2 or 3.
Alright. Act 2. Is it better than the tiny guys that go in people's body to originally inflict pain, but honestly you could use them for surgery if you were smart?
Uh, I'm gonna say it's worse than those. I'm gonna say it's
Alright,
worse.
bottom of A tier, understood.
Bottom of A tier.
And
And most of that is
finally,
just because of the design. The design looks really cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Act 3. Design wise, does a complete flip, in my opinion. Not a whole lot of similarities
Oh,
outside of the eyes between Act 2 and 3.
I think this one actually looks worse than Act 2.
I agree, I love Act 2's design.
Act
Uh,
2 reminds me of Semi-Perfect Cell. So,
oh,
I'm
it kind of
kind of
does.
disappointed.
It does kind of look like if Cell was a Gundam. Act 3 is more humanoid. Its ability is it can make things heavy.
Does it lose its other abilities?
Uh, kind of, but Koichi has the ability, whenever he activates it, he can activate any of the three acts independently. So even after it evolves to Act 3, he can activate Act 2 instead.
But this is Koichi's ability, it's not an ability to stand grants.
I mean, that's the same thing, because a stand is just his ability.
Okay, never mind then. Okay. In that case, this is minimum A tier, even though, like, the design is not, like, great.
Uh,
Uh, hmm.
the ability
And
is
it can
literally
just make.
called 3 Freeze. It just makes things so heavy that they cannot move.
Honestly, it just stops them from moving, right? That's the only thing.
Yeah. It is a much shorter range stand now, coming in at a close range, so about 3 meters.
Hmm.
But the ability itself triggers at a bit of a farther range. I think it has to come within 5 for the stand's ability to take effect, because he doesn't actually have to touch it to trigger it. He just looks at it and shouts 3 Freeze, and the thing just crashes into the ground and becomes heavy.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say this is This is uh one spot above where we put the last one.
One spot above Act 2?
Yeah, it's still an A tier. It's still good. I have actual use cases for this. We are swapping the design for utility. Uh, so
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
yeah.
Alright. Yeah, okay, we're on to something good. Witness.
That is a child in a top hat.
Okay, so this is the stand of our author's stand-in character, Rohan Kishibe.
Okay.
This stand's ability is kind of evolved slightly over the series. Initially, it didn't have a form, it just had an ability, but it developed a form later in the series. The initial ability was if someone looks at his manga, he has the ability. Well, while they're near him, he has to be there to activate it. But if someone looks at his manga, he has the ability to turn them into a book where their face opens up into a book, and he can read everything about them and write stuff in that takes effect on them. Uh, l-
Oh.
Later, he gets the ability to basically draw in the air to manifest the stand itself, and once it touches someone, it triggers the book effect.
Okay. So this is a information gathering tool. This is okay. Hold on.
It's
This is
also
the Death
slight
Note.
control. It's also slight
Yeah.
control.
This is the Death Note. You can just sort of control how people are going to act. Um.
The main way he uses it combat wise is he'll trigger it and then write the phrase "I will not harm Rohan Kishibe" into someone's face. So whenever it seals up, they cannot harm him.
Okay.
He starts out as an antagonist briefly, but he is part of the friendship team.
Okay. Honestly, where did we put green? Where did we put green from Act 1?
Hierophant Green in B tier,
I think we're gonna put this next to Hierophant Green.
above or
That's
below,
about we're gonna put this uh above. Above.
because you also get information in addition to controlling them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not something I particularly want, but it would be very useful in the circumstances where I would be needing to use it.
Yeah, it's accurate. Rohan actually has his own spin-off that has been animated called Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, which is like, it's JOJO, but it's like horror analogy.
Okay, that's cool.
Alright, now we're on to... Oh, right. I didn't... What do you think the name of the stand was?
Oh, hmm. I'm trying to think of a music reference that has to do with like hand of the author. Um, I don't know. What is this one's name?
This is Heaven's Door.
Knock knock knocking on heaven's door. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool. I like
yeah.
that.
Because it opens them up and gives them all of their information. Does not have a localization. Because they just use the end half of a full song's title, they didn't have to
They don't
localize it.
they don't have to worry about copyright in that regard.
Yeah. Alright,
Nice.
now to the primary antagonist.
Okay.
Now, this series, like the previous, was also very, like, villain of the week, but this was, like, the Dio at the end of it character.
Wasn't Dio the Dio at the end of this series?
Dio was the end of part 3. He is dead.
Okay, but does that really matter for Dio?
Oh, yes, he is fully... They get rid of him. He does become relevant again for other reasons, but he is not relevant in this part.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I think I know this one. I think I know this one.
Do you?
Is this
So,
Killer Queen?
Yes, it is. This. I think that's the first one you've gotten right.
Not the entire list,
No,
but
you
some of
got
it
Silver
I've gotten.
Chariot. You got Chariot right. That's right. You got Silver Chariot.
Yeah.
So this is Killer Queen. Its stand
Okay.
ability is if it touches something, that something becomes a bomb. Except it has no effect on the world around it, only on the object itself, completely destroying it. And the reason it matters that it doesn't affect the world around it is because he's like a serial killer, so by doing this, he can just destroy evidence without leaving more.
Mm, So I wouldn't want this thing at all.
No. I mean, it's good for waste disposal.
But not even really.
Yeah, I mean, you're done with an apple, just blow up its core, no harm on anything around you.
Yeah, but
You eat
even
a bag of candy, you can just blow up the box. You don't have to throw it away.
tried to think. So there's no effect upon the world around it at all.
Uh, there have been in cases where he wants it to harm someone specific, but only ever harms like organic stuff. It's never seen
Y-
destroying walls or anything.
Yeah, even in that case, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with C tier. I'm going to go with C tier. Like,
Is it
there were cases
is it
with
better than
waste.
fake wishes out of mud?
Yes, it is better than fake wishes out of mud.
Is it better than the dude hiding out in a mirror and jumping around because he's made of light?
Yeah, it's better than that.
Is it better than the water hand, Geb?
It is not better than Geb. It is not better than Geb.
Okay. So this stand has a bit more to it. Uh,
Obviously, is the big
its
bad evil stand.
its localized name is Deadly Queen.
Okay.
Uh, but when I say it has more to it, I mean it also has some evolutions to it, although not in the same way as Echoes. It has
Okay.
substands that it can use that do different things, and this
Okay.
is one of those abilities.
Waiting. Is this the living army? I see like a tank.
No, we are not to the Living Army yet. Once we're
Okay.
done
Okay.
with Killer Queen's substands, which is this and one other, then we move on to the Villain of the Week that has the Living Army eventually.
Okay. Uh. Hmm.
So this one's ability is it is just a bomb that it causes explosions but doesn't destroy itself, and it tracks via heat. It is an automatic stand. He doesn't have to be anywhere near it. It's indestructible. We've seen Star Platinum try to punch it and do nothing, and it just targets heat and explodes on contact, doing no damage to itself but all the damage to the target.
I think we're just gonna put this slightly above its base form.
Slightly above,
Like slightly above.
still worse than Water Hand.
Still worse than Water Hand.
All right, what do you think its name is? Because it is
Wait,
more. It is Killer Queen plus another phrase.
it is. Uh, I wouldn't even know where to begin guessing.
Uh,
It is Killer Queen.
okay, for reference,
Hmm.
Killer Queen is a Queen song. The add-on here is another Queen song.
See, you say that like I know Queen that well.
You know a
Uh,
Queen song at least. It's probably not this one, but a Queen song at least.
Honestly, could not tell you. I'm going to go. Uh, I'm going to go with every song I'm coming to is Prince songs.
Prince is notably not Queen.
Prince is notably not Queen. Uh, I give up. What is this form?
So
Is
this
this
is Killer Queen Sheer Heart Attack.
okay?
Alright. For reference from the final Killer Queen ability, this is tiny.
Yeah,
This one is tiny.
very small. Got it. I love. It is just okay.
Its ability is it if you learn anything about the stand user, it blows you up and then rewinds time to before you learned about it, and then you are fated to blow up at the time that it killed you. The only way to prevent you from dying at that point is to force the stand user to end the stand, turn off the ability, which he can only do if he has to use his actual stand to protect himself.
Yeah, this I think is. I think this is worse because it can only target people.
Correct.
We're gonna put this down in D tier, and I'm going to call it.
Is it better than the light socket?
No, worse than the light socket.
Alright, bottom of D tier.
Yeah. I would think this is Killer Queen. Crazy little thing.
So this is Killer Queen's Bite the Dust,
Okay.
which, weirdly enough, yeah, this is Bites the Dust. Weirdly enough, the localization is also Bite the Dust, just not in the all caps that it originally was.
Okay.
So yeah, that's Killer Queen. On to our Monster of the Week part. And I think monster is an apt term for this one. Not for the stand itself, but for its stand user. Grabbing the image now, it just needs a second to load.
There we go.
So, this stand is made of water. Well, it can be aerosolized into a mist, it can be consumed, it can change its color slightly in order to put, like, it can even, like, create wax seals out of itself randomly. No idea why it's able to do that. It is just water again. It is Geb again.
It is just Geb again. Is is there no difference between this one and Geb?
This one can talk because it's actually got a humanoid form instead of just being a water hand.
I think that makes it worse, actually.
Let me be clear. Most stands cannot talk themselves, but can be used to communicate what the stand user wants to say. So the stand user can stay hidden and talk through them. There's a few exceptions of actually sentient stands, but this isn't one of them.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say this one gets lower than Geb.
But
I
higher
don't
than...
want to,
Is it higher than sheer heart attack?
higher than sheer heart attack.
Alright, right below Geb.
It's basically Geb again, but this one can talk.
Correct. What do you think it's called?
Mm, what's a like water theme song?
There's so many.
There are so many. There has to be like a drowning song that this is based off of. Under Pressure.
Oh, that's really cool. That would have been so cool. No, this is Aqua Necklace.
What? Now I guess we're also learning about music today. What's the reference?
The reference is... Da 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 da. It is widely believed to be the album Aqua by the British progressive rock band Asia. Which would
I am
explain.
un I am uncultured, people.
Yep. But also, these are old, so. But the fact that it's just the last. The one. Adding an extra word on apparently means you don't have to localize it, though, so.
Just 1 second, I will be right back.
Roger that. Alright, chat. How we doing? Well, while he's away, I'll address y'all. How's everybody doing today? Y'all hit me with a hydrator. Y'all keeping hydrated? Y'all eating right? Got me a bowl of spaghetti. So, for later, everyone, I made a prediction of what his rankings of these stands would be for this part. And at the end of this, I'm going to compare his answers with what I assumed his answers would be. Already, I know I got some of these wrong because I expected Crazy Diamond to get S tier with him.
I've returned. Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. I was taking care of the doggos. So,
That's all good.
uh, yeah.
So yeah,
Right. Next.
next meme.
Next meme.
You've been waiting for this one. So this stand's ability is it is just a tiny army.
This here is Toy Soldiers.
Specific Toy Soldiers is not a bad name. This is Bad Company.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Like I said, it is just a tiny army. The guns fire real bullets, but they are tiny and thus have slightly less power. We see someone get shot up with it, but instead of it just killing them, it looks like someone stabbed their hand with a whole bunch of toothpick holes.
So, ow.
But it has more than just soldiers. It has paratroopers. It has fucking helicopters. Specifically, a Boeing AH-64 Apache helicopter. It also has an M1 Abrams tank.
Okay. Okay.
It is
So
57 infantrymen, 4 helicopters, and 7 tanks, exactly.
they take orders perfectly.
Perfectly. They are perfect marching army.
Okay. Okay. These here are like perfect assistants. These are perfect like office assistants right here. Then, this is your interns right here. And I know that they can affect reality. So
Yes, they
that
can
would
grab stuff, they can move stuff, they can shoot, they can do whatever. They're just a
okay.
tiny army.
We're moving away from the fact that they can fight and kill stuff. No. These are just a bunch of tiny people. We are going to Gilligan's Island this. A question about how. Okay, so in the first part, we talked about how when a stand user, or when a stand gets damaged, it affects the user.
Yes.
How does that work with Bad Company?
With all stands that have multiple parts, damage is divided across every stand before it reaches the user.
And the only thing that can hurt stands or other stand users, they aren't hurt by the environment?
Correct.
Okay, in that case, these are going to be A tier. These are just a bunch of uh, these are just a bunch of interns.
Are they better
That
than the echoes?
mm, I'll say they're better than the echoes.
Are they better than the levers, which was the tiny ones that go in people's body?
No, no.
Okay. Now its localization name is Worse Company.
You might have a bad company, but we have a worse company.
Does that change its ranking in your head at all?
No.
I know names matter, and I know this because you dropped, you put Tower of Grey in F tier because its name was Tower of Grey.
Yes, yes. I was aggravated at that one because it broke the rules.
What, of being brown when it was actually gray?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Here we go. First one where I'm have to like focus on the wiki to tell you exactly how it works.
Okay.
So, this is an automatic stand with no combat ability. What it does is, if you feel guilty for the stand user, they can summon the lock on you, and it will weigh you down physically in proportion to your guilt. And the guy who uses this mostly uses it to do like cons, like he's a scam artist for the most part. But there are some usabilities in this, especially as like a juryman. He can have multiple locks on multiple people. They do not go away unless you release your guilt.
So
Uh, they're
this is
also
basically
they also can tell if you lie to him.
the locks can.
Yeah.
So
Pure,
they're basically they're lie detectors. They're lie detectors, and they are therapy. Honestly, not thinking a whole lot of use cases for these. Um, is it actively hurtful? No. I'm
it
gonna put
can
this in
be.
D
It
tier.
can be. Uh, One of the characters' moms almost killed themselves over the physical weight of the guilt.
And it's passive, so you don't really have any control over when it is active, right?
Correct. And if
It's
your target isn't a stand user, they have no idea it's there, so it's gonna do some fucking psychological shit.
F tier, F tier, garbage tier,
Garbage
garbage
tier?
tier. Yeah, this like if it was an active thing, then
Okay, are we sure about garbage? Like, no, the stand user can turn it off whenever. But other than that, even if you kill the stand user, it doesn't actually go away. Unless either they release you of it, or you release yourself of your guilt.
yeah, no, I'm gonna keep a garbage tier. Uh, the
Really?
reason being, the reason being, it can be actively harmful. Now you can turn it off, yes, but then you don't have a stand. And it's passive, so you aren't always going to be aware of when someone feels guilty for you.
Oh, that. No,
Like,
yeah. That part. Okay, I see what you mean by that. Yeah, it kind of just happens. Well, no, he does have to summon it. It does say he has to summon the stand.
okay, I'm getting mixed results. Is this passive or active? If
It
it's
is
active, D tier. If it's passive, garbage tier.
it is active, but he doesn't have to concentrate on it at all.
Okay,
He kind of just turns it on and forgets about it.
this is D tier. This is D tier.
Okay, that makes
It's
more
not it's not
sense.
it's not good, but it's no
Worse
longer an
than bites the
active.
dust.
Oh, 100% worse than bites the dust.
Okay.
At least bites the dust is a man.
Yeah,
This is a
this one
lock.
confuses me, which is why I had to have the wiki up the whole time. The confusion you felt with me explaining it was equal to my own confusion.
I'm gonna call this thing the lockbot.
Uh, you're part right. This is just the lock.
Okay.
Another one that didn't have to get localized because for the same reason the hand didn't, which is the lock and the band it's called, or the was it a band or a song? The thing it's named after, which is called The Rock, apparently have very similar katakana.
Okay. We will lock you.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a weird one.
As if the lock wasn't.
The lock is kind of weird. This part 4 is just weird, okay? Every part gets progressively weirder in JoJo.
Okay.
For
This looks like a
starters,
little. This looks like a little mannequin.
it starts out that way. So it breaks one of the rules, which is this is visible to other people who aren't stand users, and can be interacted with by those other people and harmed by those other people to an extent.
Okay.
To an extent, it is still a solid wooden surface. And what it does is, if its stand user touches you, he can just turn this wooden art pose structure into you.
Oh, it's a freaking doll. Those kinds of dolls that
They use in
cultivate
art
sensitive
classes,
wood.
yeah. They articulate it so that way they can get art poses.
Okay.
Uh, but it turns into the target. It also forces, if you are within range of it, you are forced to mimic its movements if it is in the form of you. And those are the things. Those are the two things. It is a shape-shifting wooden doll that shadow possession jutsus your ass.
So most of the possessions one at this point have been in B tier. I think this is going to be the first C tier possession. There's too many hoops you need to jump through to make this work.
C tier.
C tier, C tier.
Okay.
Since most of the other possessions have been in B tier.
Is it better than the Killer Queen stands?
Mm, most of Killer Queen stuff is bomb. I'm going to say yes.
Is it better than Aqua Necklace or Geb?
No. I'll take elemental control over, well,
So
this.
what do you think it's called?
Hmm. I'm just going to go on a. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it has something to do with puppets, puppeteer.
That's not bad.
Because
So this is Surface.
okay, that's a weird name for it, but okay,
And
I
it's
accept.
its localization though is called Show Off.
Mm, I could see why.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the localization a bit more for that one.
Show off makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. So this one is a bound stand, which, as we talked about before, they're not manifested. Instead, they possess objects.
I think both of my S tiers are bound, so I'm excited for this one.
This one's not as interesting because the thing it's bound to is her hair, and she gets complete control over her hair.
Dude. Okay. When you say complete control, what do you mean?
She can move it like it's another limb. She has severed the hair from her head and embedded them into someone else's, and then had those strands drag the person.
Okay. JoJo's is like weird about why they give characters these cool power sets and then make them fight.
Oh, she's a weird character. She
Okay.
she falls in love with Koichi and gets
Okay.
vaguely possessive about it. The first thing she does is like vaguely assault someone who she thought might be having a romantic interaction with him. And then later she hears that his friends try and convince her to break up to him by making up lies about him because he also thought she was cray cray but was scared to dump her. So they made up lies to make him sound like a terrible person. And instead of dumping him, she went, okay, I'm gonna drag him to a house on the beachside and force him to study and be a better person to shape him into the perfect man.
If the user wasn't crazy, this would actually be a pretty cool stand.
Oh yeah.
Uh, hmm. I'm going to go ahead and say, this is going to be B tier. The ability to control every hair. Is it limited to hair on head?
We only ever see her use the hair on her head.
Okay.
But we've also seen
That,
it work after coming off of her head.
so in that case, I'm more likely to say it can work without needing to be attached to the head. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is in a B tier. This is in B tier above our possession stands. Just because the ability to control every hair on your person is sort of a very nice piece of quality of life upgrade.
Would you put it above Death 13, the dream invading
No,
Reaper clown?
no, no. We're not
No?
putting it above Def 13.
Okay.
The ability to control dreams is way better than the ability to control
So,
hair.
mid B. Okay.
Mid B.
What do you think this stand's name is?
Oh, what's the song about hair?
I would warn you, don't think too much about hair. Think more about what I've told you about her.
I don't know when this song came out. But then again, these haven't really been specific. Well, no, there have been specific songs. I don't know. What was this one's name?
This is Love Deluxe.
I don't know what that's referencing.
It is a Sade album.
Who the heck is Sade?
Sade is a English band formed in London.
Okay.
It's
English
named
band.
it's named after its vocalist,
God dang Brits.
its lead singer, whose name was Sade Adu, a Nigerian-born British woman.
A Nigerian-born British woman.
Yep.
I believe it.
The localization is Love Extra.
She's a yandere, isn't she? She kind of sounds like one.
Yes. Yes, she is. That I don't know if you know this, but like I said, she tried to kill a woman who the guy had an interaction with, and then kidnapped him to make him a better man.
See, that last behavior isn't. I guess it's kind of yandere behavior.
That is extremely yandere. What are you on? Okay.
I don't know. My thought process is a little different than yours, I guess.
Perhaps it is. Alright,
Like,
here's... Ooh, this is another one I think you'll put pretty highly. This is a elemental control stand.
okay, okay, I like those. I think the lowest I got is C tier
So
on those.
this stand's ability is it is made of and controls electricity.
Ooh, okay.
It travels through power lines. It has grabbed normal people and dragged them through power lines, frying them on the way through.
Does it generate electricity? That is
Yes.
that S tier.
S tier.
Uh,
Yeah, I knew
yeah.
you'd like it.
Uh,
Free
look,
electricity.
free electricity. If you can control like the wattage and stuff that it comes out at, then you're basically working with uh, a very nice bit of basically everything you need. In the modern era, electricity forms the backbone of our food, our clean water, our internet access. Everything is ran by power, and when power is no longer an issue, you can sort of solve a lot of problems. Like, imagine if you had unlimited energy, the scientific possibilities you could accomplish. S tier.
S tier, that makes sense. Alright.
Since I have completely given up on being able to guess these, I'm just going to start naming them after Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This is Shockmaster.
Okay, you're gonna hate this.
What are they?
This is Red Hot Chili Pepper.
It makes no sense, but I kind of get it.
Uh, the localization is just chili pepper.
That's, objectively worse.
Agreed. Alright, here is our next one. So this stand is owned by a rat, and it is another gun, but the bullets melt flesh.
What kind of gun is this? This is a
It's not
drone.
it's not shaped like a gun, but it just sits there and it shoots a dart, and if the dart hits you, it melts your flesh.
It's a drone. And does it only melt flesh? Can it melt like other stuff?
We've only seen it used on flesh, but this was like a very brief thing. There was a random rat that got a stand, so they went hunting because a random rat with a stand is dangerous.
I thought you had to be strong-willed to get a stand.
Are you saying survival instincts aren't a form of strong will?
I suppose. But in that case, why doesn't every rat have a stand?
So, yeah, in this part, the stand arrow was brought in, which is to say, you get a stand because you get cut by an arrow made out of metal from a meteorite that contained an alien virus, and if you survive the virus, you evolve, and that's what gives you a stand. Some people can be born with stands, but we only ever see that with people and one dog one time. Most people get theirs via the arrow. Some people get stands later, or get stands via birth because an ancestor was stabbed with the arrow. Some people retroactively got stands because the vampire possessed body of an ancestor got a stand later.
Yeah, you told me about that's JoJo's mom. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say this can go. This can go in D tier. It's just a weapon. We're gonna put it worse than the gun though, because like at least the gun you can control the bullet.
Is it better than the sun?
No, it's not better than the sun.
Is it better than Echoes?
No, it's not better than Echoes.
Act 1.
Is it better than which one?
Act 1, the one that just makes noise.
I hate it, but in situations where you need a weapon, yes, it is better.
Alright. Uh, so what do you think this one's called?
Hmm. Code slime.
So this is rat, spelled with two T's. I did misspoke. There are technically two of these belonging to two different rats that are together.
So it's not even unique in its own world.
There is
Fascinating.
exactly two of them, which in and of itself, the fact that there's two of them is unique.
That's fascinating.
The only other example we see of that is Hermit Purple and Jonathan Joestar Stand, and then technically with Star Platinum and the World, since they're basically the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Its localization name is Rats with an S instead of two T's. And the rats' names are Bug Eaten and Not Bug Eaten, because one of them has their ears vaguely bug eaten.
Did the rats gain like hyper intelligence whenever?
No, they were running off
Cause like,
instincts. They just recognized that these two individuals were here to harm them and were firing off darts.
yeah, no, that kind of sucks.
It sucks because rats were using it.
Well, it sucks because it's like only a weapon.
It is only a weapon.
Yeah,
But a creature focused solely on survival only needs a weapon.
that's not true.
Next up. Ah, yes. This guy. Well, these guys, I suppose I should say. So this stand is another colony stand consisting of 500 little guys. They are
Okay,
rough.
I'm liking colony stands.
They're roughly the size of. We see them. They're about the size of like a cell phone. The
Each one of these dudes is about a cell phone in size.
maybe a little bit smaller. That circle on the front of their face, it's perfectly sized for quarters. That little divot where you see they have stuff tucked in,
Uh huh.
it's perfectly sized for quarters.
Okay. Okay.
There is 500 of them. They are little dudes. They are mostly used to go across the entire city collecting loose change for the kid that uses them.
Honestly, good
They
thinking kid. Good
Oh
thinking
yeah.
kid.
Oh yeah. He just collects small like loose change off the ground. And then he meets the main character who convinces him to also collect other things like, abandoned lottery tickets.
Yeah, no. I think this is the
Uh,
first time that JoJo's and I sort of agree. This is
you can see
pretty good.
on one of these there's a tiny hole in their head right behind where they've been sticking stuff.
Yeah.
A tiny stinger can come out of that they can inject people with random liquids. The one time
Okay.
we see this used, it's used to inject someone with booze and make them drunk.
I mean, that's funny. Do, does it particularly hurt?
It's a hypodermic needle. It's like getting a shot.
Oh, in that case, no, it does not. So,
Or like pricking yourself on a needle, you know?
yeah.
It briefly stings,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really hurt.
Okay.
Their only real combat effect is that there is 500 of them, and they can
So,
overwhelm you. And any damage to them is divided across 500 before the stand user takes any.
so if there's any AoE stands, don't fight them. But like, you basically confirm a win on a 1v1 because there's 500 of you. And there's a bunch of little guys. You know what? This is the better intern. Where did we put Worst Company?
We put Worst Company. I love that you're using the localization name.
Yeah.
We put Worst Company in A tier, right below the Lovers.
We're gonna put this right above Worst Company.
Right above Worst Company?
Yeah.
Still below the Lovers?
Uh, honestly, hmm, is it below the lovers? I'm gonna say yes. It's below the lovers. The
Okay.
lovers has a bit more uniqueness compared to them.
In the fact that
Than
it's so small it can invade the body.
invade is such a term. I don't like that term here.
It's how it was used, so.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you think its name is?
Hmm. The 500. No, there's already a company name. Hmm. Is there like a Spartan themed one?
Not that I can think of.
I do not know. I'm gonna call this. Hmm. I'm gonna call this friend with benefits.
Friends with benefits is funny.
Yeah.
This is
That,
Harvest,
okay,
because it's mostly used to collect things.
makes sense.
Uh, because its name is just one word, even though it is a Niall Young song and album, they didn't really have to localize it because it's just a word.
All right, next meme.
Next meme. The next one is this guy. I guess it's technically a stan, but he's really just a ghost in my opinion. He's weird.
So what I'm hearing is there's a stand that is just a ghost.
No, the person's a ghost, but they technically have a stand that makes their ghost abilities more, I guess.
The person. Okay,
They live
I need
inside a
to.
they are a ghost, they live inside a photograph, and if they take a picture of you, they can trap you inside the photograph and take over your body. That is what they do.
Okay. Name automatically coming to mind. Freeze frame.
This is the father of the big bad of this part.
I remember. I remember there being something about a like killer uh killer camera in the video. So.
Uh,
mm,
so this is Adam Hart Father,
Heart Father.
the Pink Floyd song and album.
So once again, I am uncultured, everyone. I have not seen JoJo's, and I'm learning now. I have not listened to music.
So where do you put Adam Hart Father?
I don't think very highly of this. I'm gonna put it in D tier.
Still D tier.
Yeah, I can't think of many uses for it. It just sort of enhances ghost abilities. I'm not a ghost. I don't have
I
ghost
actually
abilities.
thought you would put it lower. I was expecting F tier.
Mm, nah, nah.
Like you
Because
think it's
like
better than the Tower of Grey?
when I die, ideally I become a ghost, and then I have ghost abilities.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But
Uh its
I'm not dead
localization name
yet.
is just Heart Father. They dropped the Adam.
Makes sense.
Oh, this one's really cool, really situational, and really dumb all at once. Hold up. Check this guy out.
Let me see this.
So this stand's ability.
Is that sand coming out of his bottom?
No, it's Weird Spirit Mist.
Okay.
So this stand's
So
ability
he's basically a
is
genie.
he takes he the stand user is a little boy who really likes playing rock paper scissors.
Okay.
Uh
So the stand has something to do with rock, paper, scissors?
yes. So every time the boy wins a round of rock paper scissors, he takes a third of the target's life energy. If he wins 3 times he in a row, he just steals their stand if they have a stand. If not, it just like that's it. It just steals their stand if he wins 3 rounds of rock paper scissors. Draws are
Does
considered null, and
stealing
you have to play again. And if he loses a round, you get your energy back. It doesn't give your target your energy ever.
okay. Fascinating. When he gets the life energy, does he like age?
No, it just gives him your stand.
Okay. And to non-stand users, what happens?
Uh, we only ever see him do this against Rohan Kisabi, so we don't know.
Okay.
Uh, keep in mind, this stand has no way to know if you cheated, and even if you do, it can't do anything about it, because it's a little boy.
How do you cheat in rock paper scissors?
I don't know. Rohan Kisabi did it by writing in his face and telling him to throw a certain hand.
Okay. I'm going to go. So this is basically the stand theft. That is the ability I'm seeing here.
It is stand theft, but it only works if if your target loses 3 rounds of rock paper scissors to you.
Are we assuming I'm in JoJo's
Sure.
B tier?
Like, we're assuming there are
Because
other stand users out there.
because with how many crazy people are around, just the ability to take away stands is going to be very useful.
Alright, B tier. Is it better than the fire chicken?
I don't want it more than the fire chicken.
And that's what you're ranking things off of.
Yeah, so no.
And welcome in the Jester.
How's it going, Jester?
And he's lurking. Lovely. Welcome in. Hope you have a great time listening in to me making poke here rank stands.
Objectively correct opinions.
Yes, the absolute and definitive JoJo stand tier list. As says someone who has never seen JoJo's.
Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8, and stretch.
And big
back,
stretch.
And down. Now flex. Straight. Let's go.
Alright, big stretch completed. So, below the fire chicken, what do you think this stand's name is?
Does it have to do with his ability?
No. It has to do with the fact that he is a child.
And it steals life force. Boys to men?
That's it! It is boys to men.
Okay.
The 2, however, is spelled as the Romanized numeral 2.
So it's boys, men.
Yes.
Got ya.
The localization is boys, man. And that's push-ups.
Boys, man. Well, get pushing.
And we're back. That was push-ups. There we go.
Okay, Leo.
Alright, next one. Your stunned silence leads me to think you enjoyed Boys Man.
I like boys, man. I think it's funny.
Alright, fun fact got redeemed. So Araki, the mangaka for JoJo's, is really into fashion. And a lot of like the poses and art that he draws is based around fashion magazines and poses that some of the models do.
So what I'm hearing is JoJo in itself is a JoJo's reference.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, all the dramatic posing and stuff that people call JoJo's references are in fact a reference to something else.
A lot of them, yes. Not definitely not all, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
On to the next stand, though.
Show me the stand. Okay.
So this stand has a couple of abilities that don't line up super well with each other, but all together work out.
Okay, so we're looking at a hodgepodge of abilities here. You
The
know, I
first
always like.
ability is it creates an illusory room. That the second ability is it has an enhanced sense of smell. If you enter the
Okay.
illusory room, it immediately obtains your smell and can track you. As you can see, its body dismembers into a whole bunch of parts, and I don't think you can see it super well in this image. The parts, as they're moving, become footprint shapes.
Hmm.
And it moves, it chases after its target, running a very specific speed, where it runs
Is it?
exactly 60 kilometers an hour. Or, for all of us freedom lovers, that is kilometers to miles.
If it's not 88 miles per hour, I'm upset.
It is not. It is 37 miles an hour.
Okay.
It runs exactly 37 miles an hour, chasing after its target. And if the parts get hold of you, they siphon your your like nutrients and life force. And this one can kill you by doing that. You wither up as it does so.
Yeah. See, there's the drawback. So tell me about this illusionary room. Tell me about this illusionary room.
The illusion room is weird. It's just a space used to bait people. He'll put in like a weird position, like on the tunnel of a highway, and if a person walks into it, they're just immediately the stand obtains their scent and can just chase it down non-stop. No range limit at 37 miles an hour.
The node range limit is interesting. Does it have full control over what's in the illusion? Like that is sort of where I'm hyper focusing right now. It's fast, yeah, whatever.
Why did
And
my
it
TTS not go off? Hold up.
what?
Oh, my TTS didn't read out the thing like it's supposed to.
Oh,
Someone, the jester put "what the fuck is a kilometer," but it didn't get read out. So I gotta figure out what's wrong there. Let's turn that on and see if that helps later. Follow alert. Like, the TTS should still... Oh, it might be... I might know why. Let's open up.
we will return to ranking stands after some technical difficulties have been resolved.
Yep. Just gotta fix my stream elements. Boop. Login. Boop. Boop. There we go, and... that, and then this. And just to test it. Did it work? Did we fix it?
I have no idea.
I'm about to find out. I'm sending. No, apparently. Why not? That might be why. That very well could have been the reason. Hold up. Let's see if that fixed it. People don't use TTS very often, so I don't get to see when if it's fucked up or not. That also did not fix it. What the fuck? Is that the issue? There?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
That's why I don't stream.
yeah. I haven't had an issue with it recently though, so I'm gotta find out what's going on here. Damn. I can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to fuck with that off stream in the future and try and fix it. But for now, back to the craziness of JoJo stands. I'll deal with this later. You were putting this in a rank.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah, the illusion room's kind of just supposed to be like bait.
Yeah, in that case, this is by far the worst illusionist we've had here yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just allow that to be the determining factor here. The best use case scenario I can see for this is it is a car.
It's good for tracking. It's good for tracking, and that's about it. But the stand user also has just naturally a really good sense of smell, so.
Well, I do not have a really good sense of smell.
Correct. So. Correct.
I feel like that was an insult. I'm gonna put this in C tier. Let's put it right below Star Platinum.
Just below Star Platinum? Better than the building inspector?
Better than the building inspector.
So what do you think this stand's name is?
I have no idea.
Focus on the fact that it has a precise speed of 60 kilometers an hour.
The only thing I can think of is 500 miles, but...
So just no idea?
No idea.
So this is the Deep Purple song Highway Star.
Okay.
Which got localized to Highway Go-Go.
Highway Go-Go.
Yep.
Is it a Power Ranger?
I mean, it definitely looks like a Power Ranger villain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
it does.
here. We're here. We're finally here.
Show me the goods. Show me the goods.
Boom.
That is a telephone tower.
So this stand's ability is that it is a telephone tower, and the stand user, prior to developing a stand, lived inside of this telephone tower. So when he got a stand, it just became the telephone tower. And what it does is he is trapped inside of it. If he tries to leave, he starts to turn to metal, and the only way he can leave is by tricking someone else to coming into it. And any damage
Interesting.
dealt to the tower itself reflects on the person dealing the damage.
So it's a garbage tier that is disincentivized from being destroyed. The garbage tier. We don't need to talk about this one anymore.
Well, do you want to take a guess at the name?
Uh, I don't think I can guess it.
Oh, you definitely can, but take a guess, please.
Hmm.
I'll even give you a hint. It's a Curtis Mayfield album.
Power line. I don't know.
This is Superfly.
Once again, the lack of culture is showing.
Oh, Superfly is so funny to me. Ooh, okay, now we get to one that's genuinely just really fucking cool. Like, its ability is cool, it can be used outside of combat, it can be used in combat, it's such an interesting stand. Let's take a look at this guy.
Let me take a look.
So,
Okay.
this stand's ability, there's two, really. Although they're similar to each other and make sense for each other. There is just the difference whether it's being used on a person or an object, and that's the difference.
Okay.
So, in general, what it can do is it can store stuff inside of paper.
Any sort of paper?
Any paper.
Any sort of object?
It needs to be a large piece of paper for a large object, but yes.
So size need to be proportional. Okay.
But, in order to steal a person in a piece of paper, you need to see and notice a sign of fear from them.
I mean, that's cool.
But objects, he can just put objects in it, he can put himself in it. Objects do include vague things like a fire without its source, just stored inside the paper, does not go out. It's kind of vaguely suggested that the paper is outside of time when you're inside of it, so nothing spoils. He has stored electricity in a piece of paper.
Okay.
The funniest scene you'll probably have seen online is Josuke looking at a paper, turns it over, and then when he turns it back, a gun is just sliding out of the paper.
I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, it's just a gun sliding out of a paper. It's so funny.
Okay, I'm actually going to put this above Magician's Red.
Yeah, agreed. Hammer Space is awesome.
Hammer Space is awesome, but it's not even necessarily, like, for the storage capability.
Is it better
You
than the
specify-
Fool's Sand abilities?
It's better than the Sands abilities.
How about the Fishman, Deep Blue Moon?
Yes, it's better than Deep Blue Moon.
Hierophant Green?
Is it better than Manipulation? I'm going to go with... yes, it's better than Manipulation.
Heaven's Door.
No, it is not better than the Hand of the Author.
Yep. Okay, so what do you think the stand's name is?
I have no idea.
Okay, this one actually is not a music reference, weirdly enough. But it gets
What kind of reference?
localized into a music reference.
Okay.
So its name is Enigma. And according to the
Half of these
author...
are an enigma. Half of these are an enigma.
Oh, it is a band. I only read part of the reference. So it is a band. I read German electronics, and for some reason I thought it said brand. It is a German electronics band. And the localization is Mysterioso, which is a Thelonious Monk song.
I mean, that's funny.
This is one example where you were right about it just becoming a more regional band name. Oh, no, there's one other example I can think of that, but it goes from one Michael Jackson song to a different Michael Jackson song. Oh, okay, I already know where you're putting this one. I know where you're putting this one.
That either means it's going to be amazing or terrible. There is no in between when you say that.
So this stand's ability is it appears on its user's back. And then
I know this one.
if anyone
It's in
sees its
garbage.
back,
It's in garbage.
yeah,
Sale. It's in...
I'm gonna continue explaining for the audience. If anyone sees your back, it will violently rip itself off your back and bind to the person that saw you. And now it's their stand, and that's all it does.
So yeah, no, this is definitely Empress tier. It's ugly. It's self-harming. It's Guns N' Roses. So, yeah, no. Trash tier.
What do you think its name is?
Blight.
So this is Cheap Trick. The American rock band. And its localized name is Cheap Trap. But in the TV drama, they actually call it Clinging Yokai.
Clinging Yokai makes a bit more sense than
And in the TV
Cheap
drama,
Trap.
it's a fucking just a guy piggybacking on a dude.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna send you this image. This is a scene from the televised drama. No CGI, no fancy costume. It's just a dude.
That's funny. They just put a man on his back. I wouldn't want to carry around a fully grown man. I wouldn't want to carry around a small little guy that rips himself off my back.
So this is another one where I think you will put it. I think I have a pretty good idea of where you're gonna put it. But for the opposite reason this time.
Okay.
So this stands
I see
ability.
apples. I see apples.
So this stand's ability is
Yep.
it binds to food and enhances the food's natural properties to ridiculous extent. The higher quality the ingredients used, the better it becomes. It's used by a chef who isn't fighting. He's literally just running a restaurant, and the people, when they get there, think he's might be trying to kill them because a lot of the effects kind of manifest in ways that look disturbing initially, but then end up being really good.
Well, that's because it's JoJo's. Everything looks disturbing in JoJo's.
The examples are one of the characters who come in had a sore shoulder, and this restaurant doesn't give a menu. Instead, the chef comes out, looks you over, and makes what they think you should have. Because he's really good at knowing what foods will be healthy for you and will fix physical problems of yours. So he makes him a dish of spaghetti, and the ingredients in the spaghetti apparently have like stuff that promotes muscle growth and like helps shed dead skin easier. So to help with like the sore shoulder, he makes some spaghetti, and initially we think he's under attack because he starts scratching at that spot on his shoulder and ripping out a fucking softball-sized wad of flesh, but it's all dried out and dead skin, and then the next moment he's fine, and he feels better than ever. The visuals aside, the main thing, though, is that it enhances a food's properties to fun degrees.
When you say fun degrees, you mean unrealistic degrees?
It depends on the quality of the ingredients. It's not going to be able to super far enhance a generic carrot. It will definitely have more of an enhancement to the benefit it has on your eyes, but it's not going to be the same as that spaghetti that was a 5-star dish repairing your sore muscles instantly.
Mm. And it can be used on any dish. Can it be used on drinks?
Yes, they use it on sparkling spring water from the Himalayas, and it helps revitalize their eyes, but first it withers them up real quick by making them cry a fucking river.
I'm gonna say this is A tier, entirely because caffeine exists, and
And if you get some
being
high
able
quality caffeine,
being able to get super caffeine is very nice.
is it better than Harvest?
Is it better than Harvest? Honestly, if
Give-
I had better access to resources, it would be. I don't have that good access to resources, so it isn't.
What about Bad Company?
Mm, it is better than basically a tenth of the size Harvest for Harvest.
Okay.
So
So what do you think this stand's name is? I guarantee you've heard of it.
Kiss the Cook.
No. So this is Pearl Jam.
You would be wrong. I have
Never
not
heard
of
of
this.
Pearl Jam?
No. Heard of Space Jam?
It's an American rock band.
What part of uncultured do you
Okay,
have?
like, I know that, but, like, I also haven't heard of a significant amount of these. Pearl Jam?
No, I have not seen Pearl. I have not heard of Pearl Jam.
Maybe you've heard of some of their songs. Let me pull up some of their songs. Savannah. Pull up Pearl Jam songs. Let's see. Do the Evolution.
No, I have not heard of Do the Evolution.
Better Man.
What? What was the name of that one?
Better Man?
Better Man?
Yeah.
I think I heard of that one. I'm not certain that I have.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. You just do not know Pearl Jam at all. Gotcha.
No,
Damn.
I do not.
The localization, there's two different ones depending on what you're looking at. Because they localized it for a video game that came over first, before even the manga got made English. And in that, it was called Opal Jam. But when it came over in the anime, and they localized it, it got named Pole Jam.
That's weird.
It is weird.
That's weird.
I love Pearl Jam, though. It was one of my favorite arcs in the show.
Wait, this is not a one-off villain. This is an arc.
It's a one-off, but he does come back because they kind of become friends with him. He just isn't a fighter at all. He just runs a restaurant. I say arc. It was like an episode. Hermit Purple comes back, but now Joseph is an old man.
Hermit Purple has already come back.
No, before it was someone else had a stand that was the exact same fucking thing. But now it's just Hermit Purple's actually back, but Joseph is a grandpa now. He's like an old-ass man.
Okay.
That is it. I'm putting it right next to the other Hermit Purples.
Yep, that sounds about right to me.
Okay, now for an actual stand. Now
Show
for
me.
now for something actually new. Oh god, this fucking thing. It does not have a form. It does not materialize. Instead, it is just a phenomenon ability that the stand user has. And that ability is invisibility. On itself, on things around it, because the stand user is a baby, they have no real control, and it just kind of expands based on their emotions. But it can turn an area invisible.
So it's mass invisibility.
It is mass invisibility. And if anyone other than a baby had it, it would be so fucking good. This is not a
Yeah.
smart baby. This isn't a super baby like Death 13 was. This is just a baby.
This is high B, low A. This is high B, low A.
High B, low A. That is fair. Better than the Ice Bird.
Better than the Iceberg.
Better than Echoes.
Better than Echoes.
Bad Company.
Worse than Bad Company.
So worse company. Understood.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think its name is?
It's a baby, right?
Yes, it is a baby.
Prince.
No. We were actually looking for Actong Baby.
How many more stands are in this part?
We have 4 more.
Okay.
Are you getting done with this?
I'm getting pretty done with this.
Yeah, okay. Technically 5 more, but 2 of them are only kind of stands, and if you ask me, they're not stands at all. But internet
So
disagrees
what I'm
with
hearing
me, so.
is you can't stand them.
One of them I love, but it's not. Depending on who you ask, it is or is not a stand. The other one I can't stand because it's not a stand, and for some reason everyone thinks it's a stand. So we have first my favorite, everybody's favorite boy. I'm gonna give you no details on the power this time, and just let you take a guess at what the fuck any of what is happening at all. To any degree.
I'm. Okay, he has all these symbols going down his chest. I noticed one of them is like alien shaped. There's like a star, there's sun and moon, and an infinity symbol.
So, I'll go ahead and start telling you what this does. He is shape-shifting right now. He is turning into an object.
Okay.
That is it. That he turns in. He's a shapeshifter. Fully. He can't become anything stronger than himself, so he can't become like a gun. But he can become any object or person. As long as it is not stronger than him.
Is this just what the stand can do?
Yes, but the stand doesn't manifest. It just is him. He can just do this.
Oh, okay. So this is shapeshifting again.
Yes.
But the stand does not provide protective armor.
No.
Okay.
However, he's very like, as you can see, his body's becoming like goo when he does it. He's like breaking apart. Because of this, most attacks don't really do much to him.
Okay.
The only
What
exception
about the other?
is loud noises and fire, like a symbiote.
So definitely worse weaknesses than the one that just discorporated in water.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna put him right below it. Right below.
Okay. The
It
reason
seems very similar.
there is some contention with this one,
Yep.
because he claims he's an alien and doesn't have a stand, and it's never confirmed or denied if that's the case.
Well, he kind of is his own stand.
Correct. But he insists that he doesn't have a stand. He's just an alien from space.
Fair enough.
And this is never confirmed or disproven.
I will take that.
You're not gonna guess one. I'm just gonna tell you this one. They call it Earth, Wind, and Fire.
They call it Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yep. The only reason I'm saying like that is because I can't say the stand name, because whether or not it is or is not a stand is still up for debate.
Fair enough.
Alright, here we go. Here's an actual stand.
This is like a pink robot.
So this stand's
Uh,
ability is it can take off eyes and mouths and facial parts and give them to other people. And the way they mostly use this is for they run a beauty salon and they use it to help people feel beautiful.
okay, that's nice.
But the big bad later forces her to use it and then kills her, so that way he could go escape and become unfound.
That's not nice.
No, but that's not her fault.
No, I'm going to go B tier. I'm going to go B tier
B
on
tier?
just the ability to let people.
I liked this character, not so much the stand itself, but the stuff going on around it, because you remember the chick with the hair?
Yeah.
She later comes back, and she is just so downtrodden because the guy she's into doesn't like her. So she goes to the beauty salon, and then there's a whole like thing that happens where like, oh, you didn't have to do this. You were good. You were beautiful before. Yada yada. It's a very heartwarming scene where basically she becomes less crazy and actually gets with the guy, and I love that
Okay.
for her.
Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say on the topic. I am actually surprised that this this act, I have been surprised at the lack of abs. I've seen like 2 guys with abs.
Oh yeah, no, definitely less abs in this. As JoJo went on, it shifted to more less masculine designs. It became a lot less muscle bound. In fact, part 6 is almost exclusively like a good chunk of it is women instead,
Okay.
because they are in like a prison. So most of the people they're up against are other women in the prison.
That's a very interesting arc.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
It's the Joe name there, Jolene.
Yes.
That's a music reference.
Yeah. Jolene Cujo.
Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Now, right, you said in B tier. Where in B tier?
I myself don't see myself using it that much, but it would be nice to have. I'm gonna put it bottom of B tier,
Below Boys to Man?
below Boys to Men.
Okay. So what do you think the stand's name is?
Oh, I don't know.
It has to do with changing yourself and becoming beautiful.
Well, if we were doing more contemporary music, I would know, but we aren't.
The name, well, yes, is music, also kind of isn't,
Okay.
because it's also just a well-known thing. A well-known
Sound check?
story. A well-known story.
Ooh, Cinderella.
This is
then.
Cinderella.
Okay.
She gets localized to fashionista.
Oh, that is such a worse name.
Oh, yeah. This one is fucking weird. Okay, So... So here's the thing with this one. It belongs to a cat, but the cat was killed.
No.
So what happened was the cat accidentally fell in the stand arrow, and the big bad thought it was certain it wouldn't survive it, so he just buried it. And then a flower grew where it was, and the flower is both the cat's soul and also the stand itself, and it controls air. And it can it shoots air bubbles that can like travel up through a person's veins. It just It could also just create a area around it with no air to prevent things from messing with it. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
It's a living flower that is also a cat that is also a stand that controls air.
It is a flower that's a cat that controls air. This is the Azrael from Undertale. Yeah, this is
Wait,
Azrael from Undertale.
is that your guess for the name?
No. This is like 9 Lives Stealer or something.
Oh, that'd be cool. This name's also not bad. It does make sense. This is Stray Cat.
You know, why am I not surprised?
Its localized name is Feral Cat.
Why am I not surprised?
And an individual in the show who knows nothing about stands calls it Catgrass.
See, that's a cool name.
Where are you putting it? It's
You told
airbending.
me
It's airbending.
It's airbending. How useful is that? Is it like complete airbending?
Oh
Like
yeah, it's
Avatar
complete
level?
airbending. It's a cat, so it's mostly running on instincts itself. But a person with this type of stand would go crazy.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in A tier. I'm gonna put this in A tier.
That is the
If it is
highest of any element that you've given.
airbending's the best.
Well, no, you
Airbending's the
gave
best of
electricity S tier, but other than that,
electricity is just another type of air.
is it better than the echoes?
Is it better than the echoes? Yes, yes, it is.
Invisibility.
Airbending is no, it is not better than invisibility.
Okay. So go on. You were saying airbending.
Airbending is just the best element to bend.
I mean, you're not wrong.
There's a reason people, like Avatar. And yes, it's a good show, but also airbending is super cool. You
Okay,
can
so
fly with this.
if you ask me, I'd say the next two are garbage tier.
Okay.
And and so here's the first one.
Okay. Let me take a look at this.
So this one isn't actually a person in the show. Instead, it is from a flashback explaining how stands came to be. This is when they dug up the stand arrows. Someone pricked their finger and developed a stand, but also couldn't survive the stand and flash fried themselves on the electricity.
This is patient 0 of the stand. Got it.
Patient Zero after the stand arrows were buried because they were invented ages ago and then buried and then found in Egypt again.
Okay. What does it do?
It's just electricity and it killed the user.
See, this is weird because if it's just electricity, then it's S tier, given what we already know about electricity. But
But
if it's
this is normally when it comes to this, you either die or get a stand. This guy got a stand and then still died because of his own stand.
yeah, in that case, we're going to go. I need more info. Without more info, if it just kills you, then it's going to be like B tier.
B tier, really?
It's still electricity, so maybe
It
it doesn't.
kills you.
My point being, it flash fried him. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to flash fry you.
All right, bottom of B.
Bottom of B.
Okay. And the final one, which the wiki doesn't actually have an image for, I have to go and find them. People say this is a stand. I disagree because of how it's explained in the show.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let me take a look at this. Okay, I'm already leaning towards garbage tier. Tell me
So,
what did they do.
so this is the father of the guy who has the hand and the guy who has bad company.
Okay, both those are like relatively cool ones. Why is this?
Uh, so this is their dad. He worked for Dio, and when Dio died, and Dio implanted a flesh bud in him to control him in case he ever didn't work for Dio. And then when Dio died, he just turned into this. He cannot die. They have tried killing him. Nothing works. Sunlight doesn't work. Killing him normal ways don't work. None of it. He is immortal, but he is in agony. He does not function as a person. He is brain dead. The
Yeah, we're
show
going to.
vaguely said he had the potential to have a stand, but it never tells us anything about it, and this is all we know about him.
Yeah, we are going to go ahead and put this in good
Garbage.
old garbage tier. I agree with you on garbage. The issue where we are disagreeing on the last one is that we just don't have the information required to make a good judgment.
He died.
Yes, he specifically died. Do we know anything about him?
That he died. And that he
Yeah.
had a stand that killed him.
Okay.
That is what we know.
Yep. If but it is electricity powers, so therefore at least partially worthwhile.
They say he was a power line worker, and that's why he got it. It was weird. So, putting on screen right now, my predictions for how you were going to rank stands.
Okay, let me take a look at this. Who is that third one in S tier? You expect me to put the healer all the way up in S tier?
I was expecting Crazy Diamond to be an S tier.
Fascinating. I can see why.
You. I did not expect Electricity in S tier. I was expecting it in A tier. I was expecting it to be below Time Stop.
Electricity is like, you know, the best thing you can get in the modern day.
For notice, I did not actually rank them within their tiers when I put them in. I just put them in the tier as they came up.
Okay. Let me see if there's any other that I. Yeah.
Pearl Jam I thought would be higher. Earth, Wind, and Fire was... Where did you put Earth, Wind, and Fire? Earth, Wind, and Fire was where I expected, actually. Pearl Jam's also where I expected in A tier. I expected... Harvest I expected to be in B tier, which is interesting. Boys to Man B tier, which you put in B tier, so yeah. Stray Cat and Enigma both. I put Enigma. You did put Enigma B tier. You put Stray Cats in A tier, which was fun. I expected it to be with the other element benders.
Air is just like the best. Electricity is just supercharged air. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Weirdly enough, I put Act 2 in C tier, Act 3 in D tier, and Act 1 in F tier as my assumptions.
I think they're better than that.
It's just a sound maker. You put
Yeah.
the lock in D tier. I thought you would have put it in F tier.
It's still alive. Like, it still has some utility, I suppose, but it's not great. It's nothing I want.
Aqua Necklace, right where I expected. You put Love Deluxe higher than I thought.
It's a a nice thing to do to people.
And I completely forgot about the electric stand that killed them when I was making my prediction.
Which
Uh,
means
I thought you were putting all of the Killer Queens in D tier, and you ended up putting one of them in D tier.
I'm not going to deny the fact that bombs can be useful for like certain things, but combat is not what I'm rating these on.
That's true. You put surface in C tier. I put it in D tier. I thought you would have put it down there.
But that's fair.
Uh, Highway Star is another one that I thought you would have put in D tier.
Where
Like,
did I end up putting that one?
C, right above it.
Yeah, okay. You were close.
I was close with a lot of them. What was I, like, way off with? Was I way off with any of them? The Echoes. I was pretty far off with the Echoes.
Yeah, I like the Echoes. I like their designs. I think the last one's an objective downgrade from the second one, but
Bad Company. Bad Company I thought was going to be D tier. Because I didn't have the vision that you have, apparently.
you just send guys. You don't need them to fight. You just have extra dudes.
Like, in my head, it's like, they're soldiers. He's not a fighter.
Yeah.
He's not going to rank them super high. They got guns, knives, and missiles, and that's their shtick.
They can put down the guns. They can build stuff.
I suppose. Rat's right where I expected him to be. Cinderella got put in B tier. I thought it would have been D, weirdly enough. Simply because it's I put it with the other shapeshift, but only the face one. But
Oh.
I guess, yeah, since you can do this to others, it's more useful.
Yeah, and it's like not a full-on permanent effect, but it's just a nice thing to do for other people.
That is true, because you can just do it back, turn it back if you want.
Yeah.
Superfly, I was right. You did put Superfly, Cheap Trick, and the Dad Stand are all in the garbage tier where I thought they would be.
Where they objectively belong.
Anything that harms the user, in my mind, I would expect in the garbage tier.
See, we don't have the context for the last one. We just know that they it supposedly harmed the user.
How are you feeling after that?
I think I'm good. I think I'm good for today. We can do part 5 later.
Part 5 later?
Yeah.
Alright then,
Part 5
understood.
later.
Part 5 later.
I'll let you go.
Oh, I was wondering if you wanted to do like Elden Ring or something.
Not right now. Maybe in a couple hours, but I got some stuff I need to take care of tonight.
Understood. I will talk to you later then.
Talk to you later, buddy. Bye.
Bye. Alright, and now where am I? Yes. Okay. This don't go anywhere, anybody. The stream ain't over.